Hi Pisces, hi, this is Marta with Universal Power Tarot, and these messages we bring you today are supposed to encourage, elevate, and empower you guys. Hi, how are you? Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being part of this beautiful tribe. And this is funny because of course it plays directly into your reading. I'm being reminded of when I first started the channel and how much everything just grew from there, and how much I grew from the channel, from having it, and how much I came to be more comfortable with myself. And there's some sort of a remembrance that is happening in your life too right now, Pisces, where you're thinking about stuff that goes way back or even a year back, right? But a remembrance that is happening right now in your life. Very interesting. Okay, but that came through strong. So yeah, I'm gonna say what comes through, obviously. So there you go. All right, and what I wanted to say also is just I'm thankful that you guys are here, and for your presence, and for those of you that have been here since the beginning or for a longer time. Also, thank you so much, like, for being here on this journey, and all of you being here. All right, if you would like to win February's free private reading, please simply subscribe to the channel, like the video, and leave a nice comment for myself or the collective, and state in some way or other that you would like to win the reading, please. It's first going to pick. All right, my friends, it's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you. Wow. Please only take what resonates with you and leave the rest behind. Oh my goodness. It's not gender specific, nor is it time specific. Whenever the message reaches you, it's yours at that time. Also, of course, you can check your sun, moon, rising, and Venus sign, but also go with your gut. When the title really resonates with you and you feel drawn to a title, forget the sign and just watch the video, okay? There are a lot of cards. All right, and there's also a lot of guardian angel cards, by the way, because in the pre-shuffle, as I always do, as you guys know, I pre-shuffle all the cards and infuse them with your energies and with my intention to encourage, elevate, and empower, and to bring healing for the best interest of all involved. Yeah, three guardian angel cards came out. This is a lot. Usually it's only two. So they want me to start with the first card here, which is acceptance, and then we'll sort this out. If you would like to have a look at the pictures of on Instagram, go ahead. There's always a nice movie with it. It's a little bit artsy, not just a little bit. I like it that way. I'm coming more into that creative side, and I really dig it. So check that out if you like. Acceptance. There's nothing about you that you need to fix. Reclaim the disowned parts of you that yearn for love and acceptance, Pisces. You are beautiful just as you are. Okay? You are beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Beautiful! Okay? You hear me? I hope you heard me. Regardless of any faults you may perceive you have, you are an eternally radiant being. Accept all that you are and just be you. When you truly accept yourself, your whole world will magically and lovingly transform. Go figure, all right? This is exactly what we were talking about in the intro, right? Exactly that. Coming more into yourself and accepting yourself for who you are, no matter what it is that you feel may be flawed about you or not, because somebody else may just exactly like you or love you for those flaws, right? Because they're really cute. They're so cute. And I love, like, for myself, I love weird people. It's just like, wow, it's so interesting. So interesting. If it's not just one thing, that is so boring. Bring on the weirdness. Bring on the authenticity. And even the quote-unquote boring people are really not so boring. There's a lot underneath often. Very, very often. And also for them to discover also, right? Because ultimately, we all just want to fit in some way or another, I reckon. Maybe you're different. I don't know. That's okay. That's cool. Drop it in the comments if you are. All right, Pisces, let's start. You're starting, and they want me to leave it exactly like this is. So this is looking like an organizing process. 8 of Cups. You have left a situation, or you're just walking out of a situation that no longer serves you, but it came to the point of deterioration. So there was nothing that you could have done any differently, right? And sometimes these things are meant to be, they're meant to happen. I've experienced this myself, and that's tough when you know you can go left and right and shake yourself and be upside down and whatever, and nothing can fix this because it's just broken, and it's meant to start a process here, and that's exactly what this is. And it's good to know this as you start off with this, for example, leaving a relationship, leaving a job, or being let go within a job. But it was the end of the road, basically. And this is, of course, accompanied by feelings, can be accompanied by feelings of grief, you being sad, being angry, all these things, right? But it doesn't change the matter of the fact that you do have to, maybe sit down for a little bit and ponder and be sad, and whatever you got to work through. But then, sorry, I'm really itchy. Then you move forward into something that is so much more beneficial to you, right? Because this wasn't anymore. Yeah. Ooh, look who shows up. Pisces. Yes, this is you. Queen of Swords, being met. This is what I'm feeling like. You have two inner identities, and all of us, we do have different inner identities. And this one, exactly, maybe scared to walk away, and maybe like, oh man, this is really not cool, I don't like it. And this one is bumping into that one. So again, we could be talking internally, but it could also be externally, where this person, this Queen of Swords, is just, yeah, wait a minute. It's like really like being a little bit scared of being sad, and this one is like, oh, there's no need to be sad, right? We can handle this. It's kind of like that. So this could be a best friend of yours, it could be your mother, or somebody else. It doesn't have to be a female, it's not gender specific, it's just the energy. This one has been through some shit also in the past, and they know how to deal with it, right? They're just like, we got this, we're fine, we don't need them. It's I'm also getting that, we don't need them, or they don't deserve you, you're so much better than that. And that's kind of like the attitude of this one. And it could also be eternally, where you're talking to yourself also in such a manner, which is good, because it kind of keeps you pumped, and maybe helps lift you up a little bit, because it's kind of like a pep talk is what I'm getting here. Pep talk, is that how you say that? I hope so. Yeah. But this is also like a rock, right? She's like a rock that is there, and you can basically hide behind her, and she'll get out the sword if anyone should come too close. That's the energy I'm getting here too, which is nice, right? It's always nice to have someone like that in your life. Or if there's no one like that in your life, this is showing up internally, so you're hiding behind that, and that one is coming out and being like like that, and that's good. It's good energy. I like to see that, because it's support. Okay. And Knight of Pentacles, and that's you. So that's precisely the situation I described just right now. It's like that one is hiding behind this one. Of course, there's a lot of hurt, and also the next card describes that. So there must be, with the Nine of Rods, there's a lot of hurt that is coming up and through with this. So this may not have been the first situation that has hurt you, but is triggering this whole event of things where you no longer can hide behind her. Because there are internal processes that have been started to stir within you, Pisces, that you can no longer hide behind her, because it's going to come up and out. That's what that is. And to others, or same group, it could also mean, with the Nine of Wands, that's keeping other people away, keeping situations away because of that hurt, right? So there's a lot of hurt. This one is keeping or having the armor underneath, so not for everyone to see. This one is showing it very openly. That one is like defending herself. So there are a lot of cards of defense, keeping people or situations away. And for good reason, right? Because, well, what I'm getting with this is someone needs to come in that proves me wrong, or that teaches me otherwise, right? And if not, I'll stay in that stance. But Spirit is just like, you can't stay in that stance. You have to come out from behind her. You do. And again, that could be a mother, it could be a best friend, it could be internally, or all of those. And Spirit, like, you can't stay there. You can't stay behind her, because it's not good for you. You need to grow here. You need to learn. And this is why the Fool card is here. Remember, with the very first card, with the Eight of Cups, where I said it's going to trigger you on this journey here, because ultimately you have to go. It's the same thing. Being burned, possibly in a child. We have child and mother situation here again, Mother, oh my God, yes, that's exactly that. Mother is there, right? Like, oh my God, I'm going to save you, child. I'm going to save you from this. But ultimately, you have to leave that safe haven here, whatever it is, whoever it is, and you have to go on your own journey and grow up here. And by that, you could be 74. 74 and still feel like that, because we are always a child of someone, either in spirit or not. This is could also just be a part of yourself that needs to grow up here, that needs to go on that specific journey here, and you are ready. Okay, you are ready, and we'll all grow, right? So that's what I've been meaning to say with that. We are all growing. So yeah, just not to be misunderstood here, because this is a good thing. Yeah, and it looks like it looks like you distinguished the flame of your wand here and used it instead, not for defense, but to carry your stuff. And you know how you go on journeys and you pack really lightly? That's what this one is doing here too. The Fool, not knowing exactly where it is that this takes you, but you're just going off. And it's funny because on these journeys, we often meet people, a lot of people, in the most unexpected places. And to those of you who have ever traveled by themselves, it's even more so, because there isn't really there is an option. But when you travel with other people, you're always in this group, or not so approachable. But when you're traveling by yourself, you are extremely approachable, right? There's a lot of people that all of a sudden may come into your world here on this journey. Yeah. And it's different circumstances, so experiencing yourself in different circumstances that feel entirely different than what you've been through, and hence there's a bigger opportunity for you to open back up. And that's precisely why that Eight of Cups here, that first situation, either a relationship or a job or whatever the situation here that you had to walk away from, that was comfortable, that was the known. You couldn't have met anyone new, you couldn't have experienced yourself in a new situation. That's precisely why Spirit got you out of there. Okay, that's precisely the point. Wow, amazing. And now you're on this new journey and able to finally experience yourself in a completely different way. Congratulations, this is nothing but beneficial for you. Yeah. But of course, we only realize that when we're on this journey and meeting those people. The in-between kind of is like, oh my God, what am I, like, what is happening, right? It's that kind of an energy, but it really helps explain what is going on and where you're going. So I like that for you, Aquarius. Yeah. Then you have a prayer card. And the other one, the third one, is for the extended, I guess. And the prayer card reads, and a couple more tarot cards here. Dear guardian angel, help me to believe that all is possible through love. Help me to manifest my dreams and live an inspiring and fulfilling life. Help me to feel God's presence in every moment. Help me to feel eternally loved. Thank you for being always by my side. Yeah, that's a good prayer. That's a really good prayer. Yep. And I would assume, because it's like right underneath the little bit difficult time here, yeah, that's going to help you. All right. And again, we have 4 that we don't see. That was actually an Aquarius. So interesting. You may want to go over there and check that one out as well if this resonates with you. Why would I count them though? I already said it's 4. That's weird. Checking something again, although you know already what's happening. Maybe I can still do it. Maybe I can still go back. That may be the phase that some of you may still be in, right? Where it's just like, maybe I could have. No, it doesn't look like that. It looks more like you need to move on. You can't stay in that. And funnily enough, as I was shuffling your cards, one card that dropped out was the 5 of Cups, which is kind of like still staying in the old and thinking about the old and such, instead of moving in the direction that Spirit is offering you, which is precisely the Fool. All right, let's see. And this is interesting because you don't see it, and that's also the Fool's journey, right? You don't know where you're going, which makes it more difficult. And that's exactly that. That's a 10 of Rods. You're feeling burdened by this, and not just a little bit. Like, this is properly feeling heavy for you here. And it's also interesting because usually I would connect the cards to the others, and there is a slight line, and you can have a look over on Instagram because this is significant. Usually I would always connect them and lay one on top of the other, but here it's two different lines. So that's interesting. That is starting something new. I believe this is the journey that you're about to start. This is something else that has nothing to do with that old, right? So, and this, the starting off point may be just like, oh my God, which one am I choosing? Remember the wands where it was just like one wand is coming along and the other ones aren't? So this is just like, man, which ones am I going to take? Which ones am I going to pack? Which one is the most durable one to hang my stuff onto so I can travel most lightly? The good news with the Ten of Wands is it doesn't get much heavier than this, first of all. Second of all, it is highly beneficial, the whole process, even the figuring out, because you're learning so much here, Aquarius. And thirdly, it is, you're strong enough to handle this, to do this. This is also something because you're figuring out your strength with the Ten of Rods and figuring out new skills on how to handle these types of situations. Growth process here, full on. Yeah, exactly. Yes. Whoop whoop. Yes. 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 Look at this. Seven of Rods is your next card. That's challenging still, but you kind of figured out what to do. It's definitely a huge progression. Look at this, all messed up here, and then all of a sudden you're just like, yeah, I started building it. Now you started to gain the skills that are necessary in order for you to progress in a beneficial direction, like for yourself, which is amazing. It still means there's still a little bit of sorting out to do, but you're definitely moving in the right direction and you're no longer being pushed down by them. Quite the contrary. You are not allowing your circumstances to define you. You got off that couch and you did something. You did something to move in the right direction here. And congratulations. Look how much more fierce and put together this one looks because he took charge of the situation here, Pisces. You took charge of the situation here. You didn't allow this to push you down. You didn't. Maybe for a little bit, and that is fine. Again, we all have those moments in life or longer periods in life, but then you're just like, I'm not having it, and you're growing strong, and yeah, you're going along here. I have two more tarot cards that were not able to interpret here over on YouTube, but I'll take them over to Vimeo and our Patreon because I'm super curious where this is going. 10 of Rods, 9 of Rods, 7 of Rods. Really, really interested. All the links down below in the comment section, depending on where you would like to go. I always put the topic of the extended down in the comment section now too. I started to do that so you can have a look and see if this is something you're interested in. I'm also available for private readings if you're interested, as well as mentorships. Everything you need to know in the description box below. I'm sending you much, much love and hope this was helpful and or insightful. And I'll either see you over on Vimeo or Patreon or next time. Bye, my friends.